Hello and welcome to another edition of Talkin' Business. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father himself, Calvin Castine, and today is the 24th day of November 2015, only 2 days away from Thanksgiving, and we're actually seeing our first taste of snow this year. We've had such a gorgeous summer and fall, and of course Thanksgiving Day and the day after it will be into the 50s, and then we'll be to reality after that into the 30s. But our travels have taken us here to West Chazy, and Calvin was focusing on the Fisk Road, and we were a little confused which one is the Fisk Road with those two signs. We're having a little bit of fun with this, but we're here at the Country Corner Drive-In Diner here at the corner of the Fisk Road, Stratton Hill Road, and the Ketchum Bridge Road. So 3 roads here. We're at the corner, and we're going to be talking inside to Shelly Seymour, I think is the proprietor of this Country Corner Drive-In, and it's been here for years and been by it many times. I have to admit I have not been here yet to try out the food, but I hear it's very, very good, and she has quite a clientele here. So we're going to go and talk to Shelly and get some insights on the restaurant and her love of running a diner here in West Chazy. And we've made it inside, and this is Shelly Seymour, and you're the proprietor here of the Country Kitchen.
Yes, I am.
So how many years have you been running the Country Kitchen?
Start my 26th year, January.
What, were you the original owner?
No, I bought it from my uncle Fred Green.
And how long did Fred run it for?
He ran it for 3 or 4 years.
He started it?
He started the business,
Okay.
And then I came to work for him.
And what year did he start?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm thinking around 85, probably.
And then you worked with him through those 4 years?
I worked for him for probably 2 years.
Okay, and then he wanted to get out?
Yep.
And you saw an opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
In 26 years you've been here?
Yep.
Wow.
26 years in January. In 1990, I took over.
Wow. Does it seem that it's been that long?
No.
And you got a smile on your face. So you really enjoy what you do.
We do, yeah. I mean, like any other place, you have your days, but
Of course.
we do, yeah.
Of course. Now, the hours, how many days a week? Are you open 7 days a week?
We're open 7 days a week now. Recently changed our hours with the new addition going on, so we recently did change our hours.
So prior to the addition, what were your hours?
We were closed on Mondays.
Okay.
And then Sundays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we close at 2. Mondays we were closed. It's confusing because the hours were. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we closed at 2.
Okay.
Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, we stayed open until 8.
Well, I just want to get a feel for what's going on now, because so you did breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, 3 days a week, and now we're doing it 4 days a week.
40.
Yeah.
So what's a typical day for Shelly with the restaurant?
Up at 4, here by 5:30.
So you're here by 5:30?
Here by 5:30.
A lot of prep work?
A lot of prep work.
Okay.
A lot of it.
And then I noticed that you had mentioned the dining room, so this is something new.
Yes, very new. Just opened up on the 14th
Of November?
November. We had a big grand opening, did our annual Thanksgiving dinner and all. And
Wow. Okay, now we'll be going into the dining room, and how many does that seat?
it seats 40 crowded, 30 if you want to, have a little space.
Now is that open just for special events, or it's
No,
open all
open all the time.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
For
So
booking
very-
parties or anything like that. Or
Okay. Any bookings happening right now?
we just finished one last weekend.
Okay. Now, when we first walked in, I mean, you were obviously pretty busy, and you got 3 employees back there today.
Well, those
Is
are
that
family.
normal?
They're family. They're
that's
just
family.
here pitching their fingers in. Yeah.
But they're all here because there's a big event coming
Right.
up. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
So when you said you had a bunch of pies here, I assume that you're pretty well known for your pies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of orders for Thanksgiving? What's the winner, pumpkin or apple?
This year it's a variety.
Okay.
I think apple still is the most popular.
All right.
And then believe it or not, we make a lot of specialty pies, and that's what's going on. They want banana split pies, they want lemon pies, they want brownie peanut butter pies for Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yes.
Is this a new trend?
No, for the last few years it's been that way.
Okay. And then, now, do you have these recipes, or do they come with you and say, here's what we want, can you figure it out?
No, I don't have recipes. I just make them in my head.
They tell you didn't want, and then you figure it out?
Well, no, it's pies that they've eaten here before.
Oh, okay.
We make a lot of different looking pies.
Oh, okay. So these are pies that you've had throughout the
Yes.
year, and that's
Yep.
what they want.
Yes.
How's the pecan pie go?
Pecan pie. We've got one order for pecan pie this year. but they do like the pecan pie here.
Okay.
We make a similar one to it. It's called our maple syrup pie, and it's a lot like the pecan pie, but it's made with local. We use the local maple syrup producers, and it's made with the maple syrup. And,
Okay. And then do you have a lot of requests for Christmas season too?
Actually, Thanksgiving is our biggest.
Thanksgiving
Yep.
is the
Christmas does slow down for pies.
Okay. And when we first came in, you mentioned something too about catering. You also cater?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So you go out to people's houses, or you just drop?
We go
food off?
anyway. We've gone to beaches. We've gone to
You
fields.
stay there and serve, or you just?
Yep.
You bring the food?
Whatever they're, what they want for the day.
Okay.
We've done weddings or in a hall, in a field, on a beach. We've done them all.
And you've been doing catering for 26 years?
Nah, the last probably 10 years or so, it's gotten.
So I can get quite busy there.
Yeah.
Wow. So now, if you're here at 5:30 in the morning, are you here all day?
I'm here on the days that we do dinner. Most of the time, I'm here all day.
So dinner runs from what time?
From 4 till 8 at night.
So you're open till 8 at night?
Yes.
Doing dinners?
Yes.
So just so I got this right, you're at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah. We do
dinner's
a
done
lunch.
at 8.
Yep.
And you just don't shut the door. There's got to be some kind of cleanup or something going on here.
Yep. I have staff that comes in around 2, and then I sometimes get a break.
2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the door's shut at 8, is there a lot of cleanup?
Oh, at 8? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You usually, with 3 of us here, usually it's about 9:30 before we get out. Between 9 and 9:30.
Wow. You have time to sleep.
A little bit. Not much the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, with the holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so prior to the dining room, this was...
This was the original restaurant when I bought it.
Okay.
This was the original, right here.
All right, and the seating capacity is here, what, about 14?
It was just the bar.
But not even these tables?
Those were not even there. No, it was just the bar.
Wow. Okay.
So I think when I first bought it, it probably had 10 or 12 seats.
Okay. Wow.
And then little by little, we started adding on.
So you started adding these over here.
Those are new. I mean, they're not new, but we just
New
bought
for
them.
you.
New for in here, and people love the booths.
And these are new, like how new?
Just put them in last week.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
It
We
fits perfectly.
we had a large soda cooler and stuff in the corner there, and it took up a lot of space. And
Okay.
we had them remove that, and put a smaller one in, and because the seats is what makes the money.
Well, yeah, the more you can sit down.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Now,
Yep.
so they come in here to eat, and if they want to do the dining room, they go on the other side? Or,
Well, tradition has been through the years, everybody comes through the kitchen.
okay.
And it's a lovely way to visit and to see who's coming in and out the door.
Okay.
But now that the new entrance is there and we are a lot busier, I'm trying to refer them to the new entrance, but it's not working very well.
Well, it's new.
Yeah.
It would just take
Yeah,
some
it will
time.
take them a while, yeah.
But I assume it's got to be then very tight in the kitchen if
It
people
is.
are walking through.
It is.
Especially if you're getting busy, they're trying to get the meals out.
It is. It's starting to be a little bit of a
Okay.
hassle, but
So, of the three, is there one meal that's busier than the other? Is breakfast busier than lunch, or lunch busier than dinner?
lunch is usually my big,
Lunch is the big one?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. And of course, you're trying to go up your dinner business now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
With the new dining room. Okay, nice. Do you have anything you want to show us in here, or do you want to head out to the dining room?
no, I think it's pretty well.
Pretty well, okay.
Yeah, that's-
And obviously, you're known for your pies, because you
Right.
have Shelly's sweet
Yes.
stuff. And so on any given day, how many different pies do you have?
We normally have 16 to 20 pies.
Different kinds?
Right.
Okay, and multiple of each kind available?
No,
Is it
we,
one pie goes, it's
we
gone?
ask, ours are made fresh.
Okay.
So we don't freeze them or anything like that. They're made fresh, and we do ask that people give us a 24-hour notice if you would like to order a pie.
Right, no, I understand that, but if I came in to eat, just have
Right.
dinner, I want dessert, you have about 16 pies I
Right.
can choose from.
Yes.
So if you have one banana cream pie,
Yes,
and that pie is gone, it's
That's
gone.
it. That's
So
it.
one pie, 6 pieces, 8 pieces, then it's gone.
that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's interesting. So basically, you take what's there.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
But then the next day we'll replenish and.
Sure,
and-
of course. Right, all right. Now, will you carry a pie over to the next day if it's not?
Oh, yes. A
Okay.
lot of those pies will go throughout the week, and
Okay.
then the following Monday or Tuesday, that's when we just start it all over again, start the process all over again.
So then I'm assuming too, like for or lunch and stuff, you have like this time of year probably fresh soups
Every day.
every day.
2 soups, actually. Right now, if the weather's getting colder, we usually run 2 soups a day.
Okay, and you mix that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make that, everything's homemade.
Chili.
Yep.
Do do chili too. Okay. All right.
Yeah, a lot of your North Country typical specials, you know,
Right.
that you would do, spaghetti, and we're doing today meatloaf.
Okay. And do you? I mean, those are your specials. Do you change things up, or do you introduce things for the seasons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you give me some examples?
Well, we just got done doing our squash, which was a big hit for the season.
Okay.
Definitely squash. In the summer, we do the summer vegetables. A lot of people bring me local stuff from the gardens, and
Right.
very, very
Definitely.
nice and fresh.
Yeah.
And I like to buy local.
Okay. Excellent. Well, that's one thing that we talk about is talking business, is keeping business local.
Right.
And supporting local. Everybody supports everybody.
Yep.
It stays in the community. And
Yep. I
everybody's
buy the
better off
local
for it.
syrup from the local producer, one of my relatives. I buy local eggs from some people
Yeah.
that have the eggs whenever, I mean, of course, they can't supply you with enough, but.
Right.
And then you
Right.
go, you know, to the others, but anything that I can buy local, my jams and jellies and stuff like that, I buy from the girls. And
So, I mean, 26 years, this must be almost like a science for you, knowing what goes, what doesn't go. Because, I mean, being in a small restaurant field, I assume that you want to try to minimize the waste.
yes,
And how long did it take you to
a long
feel
time.
comfortable with that?
A long time, probably the last 10 years or so,
Okay.
because the girls will ask questions a lot, and I'll say no, or they'll come up with ideas, and I'll say, that won't go here. You just know after a while your customers.
Right.
But now with the new dining room, we are getting new clientele, so.
Okay. Now, is there any rhyme or reason as to what's busier or not busier? Do you have days where you go, today will be a busy day, and then it's like, what happened?
The weather,
The weather
rainy or snowy, brings them out like crazy.
brings them out.
Brings them out. The people plowing, or the rainy weathers where the farmers can't get in the fields, or.
Okay.
It's a big, for me, is the weather.
Okay, so you didn't really care for the summer and fall then, it was too nice.
It was nice, but spring, summer, the snowbirds come home.
Yep.
And we have our Canadian friends.
Oh, that's true,
that
too.
support us a lot.
Okay, very, very nice.
Yep.
All right, well, let's see what else you have here.
Okay.
Okay, so we made it through the kitchen, okay, and we're into this dining room, but this dining room was here, well, it wasn't here first. You started out where you told us where the kitchen was, and then you added on.
Right.
So you added more of the kitchen.
Right.
And then you added this part.
Right.
So, but it wasn't really known that well, was it?
No, a lot of people didn't know, and still today people will come in and say, never knew you had a dining room.
Until I just thought it was just that front part.
Right.
So, now, this was the old dining room, as you said, as we
Right.
came in here.
Right.
So, but people actually did come here and eat. It was opened up for people to
Yes.
use.
Yeah,
Okay.
for about 15 years this has been added on.
Okay. So, because I kept thinking, man, that's a small place back there. It must be
Yeah.
packed all the time. But, so when you talked about coming
Yep.
through the kitchen, okay. So then, just 2 weeks ago, you now expanded over here.
Yes.
Okay, and this is the new dining room. All right, so let's
The
head
new
over there.
dining, we call it the family room.
You call it, okay, well,
Yeah,
that's a nice
and
way of
that's the way
calling it.
it's going to be decorated. That's how new it is. It's not even decorated yet.
Okay, so the new family, well, the family room, dining room. Okay. This is live theater here, this stuff happens. This stuff happens. Are we on?
We're on.
Oh, we're on. See, this is live theater.
That's it.
So this is the new dining room here, and you said about 40 between both,
Yeah.
or just here?
Just here, we did last weekend, we had 40 in here.
40
We did a
here.
private party for their Thanksgiving dinner, and we did 40 people in here. It was a
Okay.
little crowded, but I downsized it back to about 30.
So this is just one family, had a large family that just wanted to come out?
Yep, large local family, and they
Okay.
all got together, came from all over, and
Wow. So it must really have that family atmosphere.
it was.
For the family
It was
room.
beautiful.
I bet you
Yeah,
it was.
they were very impressed, very happy.
So obviously, being a small business, you made an investment. It's an expense. I assume that there was a demand for this, or was
Yes.
this, you just felt it's something I wanted to do?
No, it was a very big demand.
People were asking about it.
Right, well, we do brunches and some buffets.
Okay.
And there was never enough space for people to get up or move around comfortable, and,
Yeah, I noticed that your serving trays were in there.
Right.
So you set up in the old dining room?
yes, and that's
Okay.
all we had for space was
But it
there.
was just kind of awkward?
Yeah.
Okay. So you still offer the brunches on Sundays?
Every first Sunday of the month, we do a
Just
brunch.
once a month? Okay. And is it the serving dish, that's where it stays there?
Right.
And-
It can be moved here for a private party. We had
Okay.
the wiring put in for a private party. We can move it here.
Okay, so obviously, one reason, I mean, obviously you want to get exposure to your business, but you want to let people know about this new family room.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you talk to the folks about how they can go about reserving the room?
Just basically pick up the phone and call us.
Okay.
Let
And
us
that
know.
number is what?
Our number is 493-7035.
Okay.
And we just book for anything, any kind of party, meetings, anything that, any kind of gatherings, you know, that people
Any
want to get
size
together
is
for.
fine.
Right,
I mean, well, unless you
Right.
can handle them, but
right,
whether it's 10 people or whether it's 20,
right,
you can take them on.
right. And if it is a larger party, we're willing to, you know, to close down the other dining room also, and
Okay, so you can separate
I can,
this.
we are looking for some doors now to be able to do that.
All right.
That will be coming soon.
So there could be a party here, and you just have local clientele there.
Right, right, so that we wouldn't have to close down the locals. You don't want to turn your back on the locals.
No, absolutely not. And again, now that number that you gave, the
493-7035.
7035, 5:30 in the morning to 8 at night,
Right.
she's here.
Right, yep.
So if you're an early bird, you want to book your party, she'll be here,
Right.
and I'm sure you pick up the
Right.
phone.
Yes, most of the
Okay.
time I'm answering. We also do Facebook. I have a page on Facebook, and I do a lot of business through Facebook.
Country Kitchen,
Country Corner Diner.
Country Corner Diner.
Right.
Okay, that's your Facebook page.
Yep.
Business Facebook page. Okay, and you do a lot of business from that?
A lot of business.
So people are messaging you?
Messaging, or leave, you know, I leave pictures of my food daily, specials every day.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a big way that I've
So
done.
is there a lot of takeout?
A lot of takeouts.
Okay.
Last weekend for our dinner, our Thanksgiving dinner, we did over 100 takeout dinners.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, that was your Thanksgiving dinner then? So
For-
you aren't
for
doing
the
anything-
diner.
You aren't doing anything special tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Do you shut down for Thanksgiving?
Nope, we open till 10 for breakfast, and then after that, I am going to have the day off.
Okay, so you're actually going to take a day
Yes,
off? Okay.
yes.
Do you do that for Christmas too? You take a day off for Christmas?
I do. Christmas is the only day I shut down fully.
Okay.
Yeah,
Only one day of the year?
yeah.
Wow. That is actually kind of...
Unless we decide to take a vacation. A lot of times in the summertime, we'll all get together, and everybody that's working, this is the time we're going to shut down. Usually the end of July, we'll just shut the whole place down, take a vacation, everybody at the same time,
Okay.
and just take a week off.
Yeah, and the customers understand.
Yeah, absolutely, they
Of course
do. They do,
Absolutely. Of course
yeah.
they would.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work when you come back, but
I'm sure. Now, like you had a big Thanksgiving dinner, are you going to do anything for Christmas? Do you have like a
we
big
are.
Christmas dinner?
We are, December 12th, we're just getting ready to start our advertising for that.
Okay, and that's all day long?
That's going to be served from 4 to 8.
Okay, but it's dinner time?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. Reservations you need?
Reservations we will be doing.
Okay.
We'll be doing beef Wellington and coquille Saint Jacques.
Nice.
And all the trimmings. We always make homemade candy at Christmas
Okay.
time, so.
Very nice.
That's
And
usually a big hit.
and was it reservations too for the turkey
Yes.
dinner too?
Yes.
So
Although
are those two big events that you need
Yes.
reservations for?
Yes.
Any other time during the year? Do you need reservations?
Not really, no. Most of the time, there's plenty of seating room.
Okay.
But
Oh, especially now.
the reservations work nice because we take our reservations first. If you walk in, you take a chance of not having, you know, what we ran for
Do
specials.
you
so,
ever run any conflicts like that? Does that happen
Yeah.
often?
yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Because we do take the reservations first.
Okay, all right. And so you got the business Facebook page, you got your phone number. Do you have a website, or is it just the business Facebook?
Mm-hmm. No, just for now is just that.
Okay, all right.
And on my menus, there's a place where you could go and read the menu online, but it's through the menu company.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Now, anything else on the horizon for you here? Is this the latest and biggest?
This
Good for now.
is it.
Okay.
This is it. I call this my retirement project.
Okay. Now, we went through the kitchen, and we didn't get your mom on camera, but your mom was in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a couple other family members, I
Yep.
think you said. And your mom's been helping you for 26 years, since you've been here.
Yep, she worked with me for the first 15 years, and then she retired. She did go to Florida a few
Okay.
years, and then when they moved back home.
So is she a snowbird?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore?
Not anymore.
Okay.
They built
They-
and bought a house right here, and or
Okay.
built a house right here in West Chazy, so.
So does she
she's-
come in at 5:30
oh,
too?
No.
No.
No, only when I need her, only
Oh,
for special occasions.
Okay, but she's
Yeah.
here every day?
No, not every day.
Oh,
No.
okay,
No.
just the big events?
Yeah, she's here probably 2-3 days out of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big help?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
The other lady that's in the kitchen, she does not want to be on camera. She's just a customer. And
Really?
they just love to be around and love to have fun and love to come and help.
During the big events?
Yep.
Like with all these pies that you have to make? Okay. Now, are you able to tap into these ladies when you have a catering job?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Huh? Well, I don't know if we,
My name, my mom, Ann Garrett, which
Okay.
she's pretty well known around here.
and then the other ladies?
And the other lady is nicknamed Cricket Scroggins is her name, or Terry. Cricket Scroggins Terry, her last name is and the other one is Deb Levine.
Okay. All right. So, and you have, I assume you have other helpers too?
Yes, I have one girl that's on payroll that helps me.
Okay.
She's off today, but
So like on a typical day, is it you and the other lady, or there's two of you running the kitchen? Well,
Right.
Well, you must have cooks.
I do mostly everything. The other girls mostly does the waitressing, the dishes, and then
Okay.
her daughter actually works and
So
helps
you have
wash
somebody
dishes.
out front taking the orders and
Yes.
delivering the food.
Yes,
You're back there cooking.
right.
Okay, all right. Now, as this has gotten bigger, I think you probably need more than just
Yep.
two people.
At first of the year, I've got a couple people that are waiting in the background to see
Okay.
if they're going to be available to work. But I got a couple people in mind that I'm looking to hire.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, this would be just way too
Yeah,
big for,
it is.
for two people.
It is.
I mean, if you have, well, you fit 40 here, you could have 80 people
Yeah.
here, and you're the only cook?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's very rare that it would be that full all
Right,
at
okay.
onut, but
Right.
lunches can be a little crazy.
But if it's like that, that's a challenge you wouldn't mind taking on.
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Not at all. Well, you've done a wonderful job here. Is
you.
there anything that you want to add to the show here?
I don't think so. I think we pretty well got everything.
Okay, and then,
Just so that people will know, because there wasn't a big issue with people getting in that are, have trouble walking and stuff, that the new entrance is here, there is a new foyer to be
Okay.
able to walk into, and next year, funds available, we will be putting a handicap bathroom in this area. The only problem is back here that we don't have the handicap bathroom in,
okay,
but that will be put in next year.
all right.
First on our list.
And that is your propane heater?
That is actually electric.
That's electric?
We put that in for our Thanksgiving dinner for a little ambiance, and it
It's for
really,
ambiance only.
really does blow heat, though.
Okay, and then the heat back here is?
We have a big, large monitor in the other part.
Oh, okay.
And,
And that keeps it warm here, okay. All right. Well, this is definitely a lot bigger. I mean, even taking this out,
right,
this place is a lot bigger from the
then it
outside.
looks from the outside. I get that all the time.
Well, quite frankly, I tell Calvin, I said, I've been by here a million times, I've never stopped.
No.
So this is kind of a treat for me to come in
Good.
here for the first time. So, yeah, this is a really neat setup
Good.
you have here. So you've done a good job, and I've heard through the years that the clientele really enjoy coming here and have a good time.
Have a good time.
We'll leave
We
it at that.
absolutely do, exactly.
You guys have fun with each
Yes,
other.
yes, we do.
Yeah, and, but that's the way it should be.
Yep.
And-
I have some local boys that come, they can't sleep, they're old farmers, and they get up at 4:30. They come here, they make the coffee's made when I come in, the grill's lit, the lights
they-
are
they come in
on.
and get
It's
it.
all done before I even come into work, yeah, yeah.
Now, you can only do that in an area like this.
That's right.
I mean,
That's
you
right.
think about
No,
this.
if you were in a city or
You
any
don't
place
see
like
that
that, you
anywhere
would
like
never
that.
see that, no.
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 No,
No,
that's,
it's great because it is so much like family.
and they look forward to it.
They do.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, they do. And if I'm 1 minute late in the morning,
Oh, you hear about it, right?
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, they're saying, where are you?
Oh, yes. First thing they do when they walk in, oh, what'd you do last night?
But it's quite obvious you enjoy what you, I mean, after 26 years,
Mm-hmm.
you still seem to have this,
Passion.
yeah, that's.
Well, don't get me wrong, there were a few years where I thought I had lost it.
Oh,
And I
really?
actually took a
I mean,
job at
just-
school.
Just
and
mentally you thought you
Yeah.
lost it? Okay.
Yeah, I actually took a job at school, tried to get some benefits and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it just didn't work. I had somebody running this place, and it just wasn't the same.
Right.
You could
right.
see your place that you've worked so hard for 25 years failing, and
Right.
just couldn't see it.
Okay. Now, then you worked at the school for how long?
I worked there for 2 years,
For 2 years, and then is this just something just recent?
probably about 4 years ago.
Okay. And no regrets coming back here?
Not a bit,
Full-time?
not a bit.
Actually, when you leave, you kind of realize what you have, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And you know, that's just part of
Right,
the transition. You
Right.
know, as you grow, sometimes you need that where you go, you know
Yep,
what?
a wake-up call.
The acres of diamonds, the good old days is in my
Yeah.
own backyard,
Mhm.
right?
It's true.
And it's true.
True.
And I think so many people overlook that, take things for granted or
Yep.
whatever the case is, but you got to stop and smell the
Yep,
roses.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah, I know the location is not the best, but
well, we were having fun with the location out there. So which one's the Fisk Road? Because you have the two signs, of course, we know what it is. But and then of course across the way you have the Ketchum
Ketchum's Bridge,
Road,
yep.
and then you have the Stetson,
Stratton
or
Hill,
Stratton
Stratton Hill,
Stratton Hill going
yep.
that way. So, but I mean, you're kind of out there, but you're at four corners.
right,
So there's cars coming all the time.
right.
So the exposure seems to be
Yep.
pretty
I
good.
think over the 25 years, yeah, you built the business.
Well, I think you have a business that people will go to. You know, you don't need to be on Cornelia Street in
Right.
the city. I mean, you have a reputation, obviously, of putting out a very nice product.
Right.
So people will come to you. And now, speaking of that, what is your clientele? I mean, is it just West Chazy people?
Oh, no, in the last couple of years, I see them come from Rouse's Point area, Plattsburgh area, Peru area.
Okay.
Right now, got a crew coming from Saranac and Cadyville,
Okay, nice.
all over.
Okay, so the
Vermont, I've had people from Vermont.
obviously Canada.
We get a lot of Canadians in the summer. And
So
actually,
from the campers.
yes.
Okay.
And I have some that we became very good friends with, and every event I have, they come over.
Really?
For our
Very
like, you know,
nice.
we're on Facebook, they see
Sure.
it, and they,
Well, actually, Calvin will be having a link for this. He'll be putting it on the website tonight, and I think you'll be sending her a link. This would be a great
Okay.
idea for you to put it on your business
Right.
Facebook page.
right, yes, it will.
You get a lot of exposure that way.
Right.
So, but it is talking business, and I want to make this appeal while you're here too, is that this wouldn't happen if people weren't supporting Calvin. Now, Calvin's a small business, and it's viewer supported, it's business supported, and if you like what you're seeing, and Calvin's been doing this for 31 years now, 31 years plus, now 32 years, he corrects me because time goes on, but 32 years now, and I hear it all the time from people, from all the shows, from the events, kids. I mean, he's like 3 generations now of people watching this, and it's their kids and their grandkids, and he's captured the North Country and captured small businesses like this, and you know, where would we be without Calvin? I know when he started this back in the 80s, I never envisioned this, and as the years go by, we talked a little earlier how you realize how important it is and how special it is. And so, but he gets no state or federal funding, so if you feel compelled and you like this show or any other show, Gordy's show, past shows with Bob Venn, sporting events, and you feel compelled to send a donation, send it to 1477 Ridge Road in Champlain, New York, 12919. And I know there's a lot of people out there watching this who like what they see, want to contribute, and let's be realistic. Life takes over. You get a phone call here, you got to run there, and you forget to send a check. But if you take a moment now, I guess, and stop and smell the roses and send a check over to Calvin, I know he would appreciate that. Or if you go to hometownCableNetwork.com, you can make a donation on the PayPal account. Is that correct, Calvin?
Website's down.
The website is down, so you can't do it that way. Okay. So it's 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919. And when you send the donation, put a little note out there to Calvin and let him know what your thoughts are on Hometown Cable and what it has meant to you and your family through the years. But this has been a great show. I get to meet new people all the time, and I've lived here all my life at the North Country and never met you till today, and it's always a pleasure to meet. And I love talking to small business people because you bring a lot to the community. You supply jobs. You give a place, in their case, you give people a place to come here, get a nice food. But there's a risk on every small business when they go into business. There's always a risk. You taking the investment here to put this on, you've done it strategically.
Right.
But it's still a risk.
Yep.
Okay, and so we like to get the word out for businesses, small business. They got Small Business Saturday coming up after Thanksgiving to support small business. If you're out and about, stop here and have a lunch while you're out, or stop by for dinner and check the place out for the first time. I can tell you I'll be back here with my wife. I've been by it a million times, just never thought of stopping. So support small business. They are the backbone of every community, and they do support. I'm sure you get calls, can you support this? Every small business does, and every small business will do their part. Most of them will do their part to support local events, schools, the kids, and we can only do that if we're supported by the community. So on behalf of Shelly, myself, and Calvin, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Talkin' Business.